I'm Grete from Scandinavian today. I'm going to make spiced herring, or in Danish it would be kryddersild. Actually, the one I'm making today is mildly spiced. And I'm doing it because usually when I buy herring around where I live right now, it's herring in wine sauce or pickled herring. And I actually like that it has a little bit more flavor. So I'm going to show you how I make it. And of course I should tell you too that I grew up in a town called Stege on the island Møn in the southern part of Denmark. And my hometown goes back all the way to 1100. And apparently it grew many years ago because of all the herring they would catch around the island. So of course I grew up eating herring basically every single day. And I still like to eat it, so let's start mixing it up. I decided to make my own spiced herring. So here I have a small jar, it's about 12 ounces of herring. And here I also have 1 bay leaf, a quarter piece of cinnamon. I have 1 star anise, 2 little cloves, a teaspoon of cumin and a teaspoon of pepper. And I should mention I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of cardamom. And first of all I'm going to drain the herring, and then I will start making the rest of it. So I pour everything from the jar in here and drain the liquid out. There's some onions in there. This is fine, no problem with that. And then I'm going to rinse it under the faucet. Okay, that should be fine now. And then I'll start mixing the ingredients, and then I can put the herring in all the spices afterwards. So here I pour 1 cup of water into the bowl, and I have it turned on hot. And I'm adding a teaspoon of cardamom. I added bay leaf, the quarter piece of cinnamon, the star anise and the cloves, as well as the pepper and also the cumin. Okay, so here you see everything in the water. And after this has finished boiling, I'll turn off the heat before I pour it on the fish. The spices have been cooking for about 5 minutes. I will now pour them into a little bowl, and then I'll let it cool down, and I will put it in the refrigerator. Before I pour it on the fish. So this has all cooled down, and now I'm adding the herring, and I'm going to leave it in the refrigerator for a couple of days, and then the herring should be spicy after that, and I look forward to that. So put on a lid, and of course if you want to you can put it back in the jar, but I'll just put it in this little glass bowl and back into my refrigerator. So the herring has now been absorbing the spices in the refrigerator for about 2 days, and I'm ready to make my herring sandwich. And here you have the ingredients for my spiced herring sandwich. The herring, I have a hard-boiled egg, I'm going to slice it. Alright, here's a wooden board. Traditionally in Denmark we use a wooden board when we make sandwiches. Okay, we put the bread on there and then we make the sandwich. Here we have some butter, piece of rye bread of course. I'm going to use some slices of cucumber today, a few capers, some onion rings, and a little bit of chopped chives. So that should be sufficient today. So first of all I have to butter my bread. We always use butter on our sandwiches. Alright. Then I'm going to add the sliced egg. And I'm going to use some cucumber today, so I stick that in between. I mean, you can, if you don't like cucumbers, a lot of times we use sliced tomatoes, okay? But I'm just using cucumbers today for a change. And now here comes the herring. And of course I like a lot of herring on there. Okay, that should be fine. Then I'm going to add a few capers. And I also like a sprinkle of chives on. And finally some onion on top. And that should be it. And here you have my finished spiced herring sandwich. And I'm now ready to eat my homemade spiced herring sandwich. So here, get a bite. Yes, I'm glad I made it because I can taste the spices I added and it makes a difference. And you probably know that in the Nordic countries we like to serve snaps and beer with our herring whenever we have company or in parties. So here, have a glass of beer and skål to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you also enjoy eating spiced herring. I like it a lot. Take care. Skål. Yes, beer does taste good together with herring, that's for sure.